The Amber Alert is a policy that originated from the tragic story of Amber Hagerman of Arlington, Texas. Amber was a 9-year-old girl that was kidnapped and murdered in the year of 1996. After this incident, regional law enforcement in Texas developed a plan that was designed to assist children that were thought to be in serious danger. The system was thusly named Amber Alert, after Amber Hagerman, but it also stands for America's Missing Broadcast Emergency Response. Local radio and television stations in northern Texas began using this broadcast system to make public knowledge of missing children and would give descriptions of the children that were missing. It is noted that in 2001, 5 years after the disappearance of Amber, there was a significant decline of missing children reports. It is believed that the Amber Alert was a crucial element of this decline. When the system first began, it was used solely in the state of Texas. However, when the system proved to be successful, it has grown to become used throughout the entire nation. The United States now has 50 statewide plans, 27 regional plans, and 37 local plans. The Amber Alert system has grown to reach many different operations as well. It is now used in airports by screeners that are trained to stop potential abductors from taking children through an airport. Amber Alerts are also now sent through nearly every wireless carrier available, not just the large ones such as AT&T and Verizon. However, unfortunately, over the past few years, it appears that the Amber Alert system is not as successful as it once was. It is speculated that this is due to the fact that the Amber Alert system is being somewhat abused and used for children that may be in peril, but not necessarily in a life-threatening situation. Therefore, the alerts are not taken as seriously as they once were. A spokesperson from Virginia states he would like to restrict Amber Alerts to the most serious of cases so that they might receive the maximum public attention available. He believes that if the media is overused in these cases, some of the alerts will begin to be overlooked. Amber Alert was initiated as a nationwide system by the 108th Congress in 2003. The Attorney General is now required to implement a state grant program that is in charge of further building on the Amber Alert system. The system was built from local law enforcement and grew to be a system the entire nation now uses. Therefore, I believe this to be an example of the incrementalism model. This model is thought to express views of policy as a continuation of past activities with incremental modifications. Since this system was developed from the disappearance of 9-year-old Amber Hagerman, the system was based on a past activity. Local law enforcement in Dallas areas and other surrounding places were the first to implement the Amber Alert system. In 2005, Hawaii was the last state in the United States to join Amber Alert, meaning that in 9 years the system became nationwide by going up in state-by-state increments. Since then, in addition to all 50 states adopting Amber Alert, the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands have implemented the system. Even Canadian provinces and Mexico are beginning to develop their own Amber Alert plans. Therefore, the nation is accepting the previous programs and policies to further expand the system. The incrementalism model also discusses the idea of being politically expedient. It is rumored that many senators and House representatives use their glorified support of the Amber Alert to give themselves a leg up in elections during the alert's peak popularity in the early 2000s. There are also cases in which people became part of this political movement due to the Amber Alert without necessarily desiring political fame. In 1891, Adam Walsh, a 6-year-old son of John and Ravi Walsh, was abducted and found murdered. The parents of Adam and those of other abducted children worked to bring success to the Missing Children's Act of 1982. This idea exploded, and the Walshes received public attention for their actions toward preventing child abductions. In honor of their son, the Walshes founded the Adam Walsh Child Resource Center, which is made up of 4 centers located in different parts of the United States. In the early 90s, the Walsh Center merged with the Nation Center for Missing and Exploited Children, which is also known as the NCMEC. This helped them with initiating the Amber Plan worldwide. In conclusion, I believe the Amber Alert system to be hugely important in our nation. There have been 758 successful child recoveries in America since the system began. Through the efforts of the families who have been through the unbelievable tragedy of having their child abducted, hundreds of children have been saved. Personally, I believe this to be one of the most important policies our nation has ever implemented.